So we just kind of got like a 1 to 3 year budget and a projection of goals set. You know, in the short term, in the next year, we're looking to do a couple of things. One is we're starting like a music and conversations kind of. That's what the series is going to be called, and where we just try to pay people who are underrepresented to maybe perform, talk a little bit, just to visibility and diversity is very important, and you know, that's a series that we want to continue running, maybe 4 times a year is what we kind of project. So just kind of seasonally. And then this summer we kind of succeeded in Matt Kundler helped out with commissioning someone through kind of like almost, in some ways there was a voting process, so in some ways it was democratic, and we voted on this list of underrepresented composers and then created a commission consortium. And so by giving money to underrepresented composers as well as performers, teachers, etc., we're trying to do in our small way, while promoting art and visibility, also redistributing wealth, you know, by paying these people. So those are like our to keep those things running, I think is a great annual sort of goal. In the long term, we're looking towards maybe a festival where we have underrepresented music performed under, you know, very diverse and visible performers, you know, maybe even looking into some of the more like banda or New Orleans brass band, that sort of thing. And ultimately, like, this idea that I talk about a lot is like, just imagine this, like a food truck and then really great music outside, and then maybe some booze, and then like even people who aren't tuba players or brass players are like, yeah, we like food and booze and music. And so we get this farther reach than even just the community, but it's also very representative, so that even what people are seeing from the general public is a more representative, and hopefully we can compensate some of these folk to play and just allow more voices, figuratively and literally, in terms of speech as well as music making, to be heard, and also more genres. You know, and that was another question. If you could begin any project right now, like money not considered, like, yeah, we'd start planning this festival. You know, it's going to take a lot of sponsors, donors to also make it sustainable. Sustainability is another big goal. Like, by the time, you know, we become a 501c3, and depending on where we kind of go in terms, there are some nonprofits that have employees. You know, there are also some nonprofits that are strictly voter based. You know, and there are some nonprofits that are somewhere in between. But before I'm done in the initiative, I want to be able to kind of rest easy and think, wow, this festival or this thing is going to continue to be a thing. It's going to be a permanent kind of fixture of diversity, and eventually, hopefully, become more and more the norm. You know, so by doing these things, you know, we hope to just continue on in our sort of mission, you know, to promote and bring diversity into this community.